I love this story because I said that W Home took 2 plus 25 years to develop. The 25 years was what me acting as a physician, not only in this country, but I had the opportunity to live abroad and work abroad, supporting healthcare systems, hospitals, clinics, emergency operations. I got to see like what the problem was, and the problem was always the same. Things aren't written down. Technology isn't related to that. Technology isn't used to make clear what is the standard. This is not baking, or it is kind of baking actually. Medicine is kind of like baking. You got to follow the ingredients
To the
and
T.
yeah. Or maybe there's a little bit of secret sauce, but you still have to use the steps, right? You make lasagna, you don't make the pasta
Mm-hmm.
first, right?
Grandma's lasagna, yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm out of my realm, like doing Italian analogies of food. But the other key is transparency.
Mm.
So in all our we build an electronic health record abroad that's checklist based. So doctor, provider thinks they know what it is. They pull up the checklist because they have a checklist traditionally in their head anyway, but half the time the checklist is wrong.
Mm.
So then we put the checklist in front of them. Okay, malaria treatment. Who remembers how to do malaria treatment? How about a heart attack? How about a stroke? How about a wart? How about a cold? How about pneumonia? How about pus in the empyema? Whatever. They pull up the
I don't even
checklist.
know what that is.
They pull up checklists and they follow the checklist, but it also makes their life convenient. It writes their note, it orders, it does the bill, right? And then because they conform to the checklist, then you can show the world, hey, we conform to this checklist, right? So then we just took that idea and brought it back to the United States. But the checklist might be implied. It might not look like a checklist, but there's maybe a back end checklist. It's all about standardization of care to the extent that you can, recording it, what you did, and then sharing it, right? Because if doctors like when I first met you, Mike, we met in the context of your son being born. Imagine if my interaction with your son was always with you not in the room,
Which could have been a possibility.
which could have been a possibility, but you're like, I don't trust that, right? And you would never trust that. You would need to have eyes on your son while I'm in there. My first job at a college was as a school teacher, and I just invited everyone, just all parents, to come to class. I don't know why I did it because it led to like 10 people watching me at all times. And in addition to these, crazy, lovely kids, teenagers, I was always better. I was always better when someone was in the room because there was transparency.
Mm.
It was a lot of pressure, but that's the way it should be, right? There should be
Yeah.
transparency and care. So that's the other 20-25 years, like figuring out how you would do that technically, um, and then being able to back it up with standards that you know through study or experience, to be true.